and welcome to the show. Now, if you watch the British Touring Car Championship, you are likely to have come across the Mini Miglias. These are a support series, and they are a firm fan favourite. I love them. They're fantastic fun to watch. They are small, they are light, they are fast, they occasionally fall over. The racing in general is incredibly exciting. There's lots of changes for the lead, lots of battling, and seeing as we have the car on Forza, well, Brazen set about making a build for the vehicle, make it as close to the real thing as possible, and we would go racing to see what might happen. So, here we are on the grid for our first race, and it has been a relatively successful qualifying for me. Relatively successful. Yeah. You know, I'm not too displeased with being in fifth. This is, yeah. Hopefully we can move forward. We're starting on the medium tyres for us, which is, there are a couple of soft cars in front of us. I'm sorry, if I can hold station around 5th, 6th place for the first race, I will be happy. If we can... And then we're on softs for the second race, and then we can hopefully stand a good chance. Oh, I missed the start a little bit sluggish on the getaway. That is unfortunate, but never mind. Impega is on the outside. I am just going to back out of that, otherwise I think I'm going to get fired off the circuit. That is not what we needed. I mean, it didn't help that we're on medium tyres and not going to have the best of starts. Now, addition to the tyre rules for this session is the... chance of rain. Now, rain will play havoc with the tyres because your best laid plans of compounds will go out the window if it decides to rain. So race 2, I am allowed to run soft, but if it rains, well, we're going to be on wet tyres. So that is just, you know, you're just unlucky, essentially. There is always that element of gamble with the tyres. Those choosing to run softs for this first race are... you know, are in the clear. I think Shadow might be on there. Brazen didn't actually have a particularly good start either. So I should point out, because we have to shuffle the cars around on the grid a little bit because of a couple of disconnects in between qualifying and the first race, we have to do the start manual. Now, in the olden days, we used to use the race timer, but there isn't a race timer anymore on this, so... we have to use a ping in Discord to let everyone know. So you have got to sort of manually react. We've also got to be looking the right place in the right way. And yeah, sometimes you just miss it. Oh, okay, turn 1. We've been aggressive on the curb, but it has worked. We've got Danger Man, I think, behind us. Also, ignore the leaderboard. It's slightly screwed up the lobby settings. It's showing fastest lap, which is not quite what it's supposed to be. But don't worry. We know not very much what we're doing. But... yeah, actually, I was going to say, Shadow at the front, that's nothing actually to do with who is positioned where, because that is all to do with fastest lap. Oh, we are on the inside of our through here. We are going to maybe make this work. Ewan is going to try and fight back a little bit. Oh, I don't know who's on what tyres around us, though. That's the question here. We're certainly not going to be the highest of the medium runners, I don't think. I went down one too many gears. That is not so good. Ewan is looking for a way past. I think Ewan may be on the soft tyres, but I don't know. We are going to send Ewan a long way round. I think it's only going to be so much that we can do here. I mean, there is going to be ballast for the top 6 cars. Top 2 get sort of stage 3. 3rd and 4th get stage 2. 5th and 6th get stage 1. Well, so we're not going to be troubling, we're not going to be getting a ballast going on. We are creating a train of cars at the moment. Art is going to send it to the inside. I'm going to try and duck underneath for the exit, and Danger Man might get all of us as the Tesco Value Mini has made an appearance. We are now side by side with Danger Man's vehicle. It's a great livery. Oh, I actually did leave that a bit too late. Oh, I mean, I was about to go wait for Danger Man because that was on me. I just slightly misjudged. I don't know what happened to the Fanta car. I had nothing to do with that. But yeah, that was though. I just turned it too late. This session has gone awry for me. We wasn't having a great start to this, and it has just got worse and worse. Really, can we make some improvements though? That is the big question here. I don't know. We will try. If we can stay with the group, that would be helpful. If we can stay in some sort of slipstream, that would be very helpful. We're definitely, none of us are being affected by the ballast. It is very much, there's a race at the front, and then there is a race further back. I'm not quite sure what position this is for. Oh, Art hit a curb and got spat sideways. He's got away with it. We are to the outside through turn 2. Cannot quite get on the power soon enough. Ah, damn it. That's fine. I mean, these are, they're great little race cars, the Mini Miglias. They're always good fun to drive in Forza. They've got a lot of grip. I mean, they're not the most straightforward car in the world to drive. The back end does get quite excited, I think, is the best way to sum it up. This is a lot of cars fitting in a small piece of tarmac. I don't want to be 3 wide down here, but we're going to try and make this one work on Art. It's a sneaky maneuver to the inside of Art. I wasn't really planning on setting up that as a pass on Art, but although it's not really completed just yet, I'm hoping we can be quick mid-corner here. No, we're going to be out wide and over the curb, and Coffee's on the inside as well. We've all done exactly the same thing. I couldn't actually see the edge of the track for the cars in front of me. I just turned in and followed them. And, yeah, unfortunately, following the cars ahead has not played well for us. Bumpy curb time. Yeah, this session has not gone well. This race has gone poorly. We had such a good qualifying as well. I am not normally very good at qualifying, and the one time we have a decent qualifying is that we admittedly qualify in the rain. Weather's all randomised for this, but yeah, I had a good qualifying session, and it has not translated into a good race here at all. We are fighting Grumples to not be last at the moment. Yeah, god damn it. We've got a couple of laps. I mean, we can maybe make some progress forward. It was a very silly moment with all of us going off. It was just to follow the leader, and it is an easy mistake to make sometimes. You kind of get suckered into almost following the car ahead. But I didn't even think we were going wide on that final course. I was putting my foot down where I was. But we all just followed each other off. Danger Man made the most of it. Oh, Ewan's got on the curb there. Art was wide as well. We will make the most of this opportunity and claim a position. Hopefully we can get across and make turn 1 nicely, which we do. It's so bumpy over the curbs down there. Can we get past Ewan? So I did one of the Ewans on the softs. I don't think so, actually. I think I just had a bad couple of laps at the start. Can we get past a Ewan? We've got 3 laps to go. I mean, it'd be nice to get back up to Danger Man. I don't think we've got the pace or the time to be doing that. If we have a good couple of laps, we could maybe get Ewan and possibly chase down Coffee. Maybe. I mean, that is a big maybe. I think Art's had an accident back there. We will run into this hairpin. Just go for that. It was always a late apex, going for the acceleration to try and chase down Ewan. Yeah, I've got a little bit more settled with the car now. I had a really poor start. I didn't get settled with it at all. We were a little scruffy. No, and then I bounced the curb and pushing too hard, trying to catch the cars ahead. God damn it. I bounced it up onto 2 wheels, and I should have lifted, and I didn't. That is what I should have done. I should have lifted when it was up on 2 wheels, because we know the car shakes around. We know the car bounces about, and that was just foolish. Oh, we've had a terrible start. I mean, okay, the only plus point is going into race 2. I hope it doesn't rain for race 2. Race 2 is going to... I'm going to have the soft tyres. We might have an interesting drive through the pack. Could we be... Well... Yeah, we're going to have an interesting drive through the pack. And with any luck, race 2, we might be able to set up for a good race 3. But that's a big ask. It's a really big ask. Yeah, it's been a terrible opening race. Hopefully we can fend off Grumples for the final few laps. sadly, unless Ewan and Coffee really start fighting each other and really slow each other down, don't think we can catch us. Even if I'm faster, they are too far ahead for me to be able to do too much. And we're going to be, let's say, we're going to have our own battle here. Grumples isn't going to look at turn 1. It's too... Well, I say it's too dangerous, especially in these cars, to be aggressive into turn 1. You may well have a look into turn 2, which we will try and defend down here, which is successful, and Grumples ran a little wide through all of this. Right, focus on chasing down the cars ahead, because they are starting to fight again, which could help us. Ooh. See, I'm taking a slightly different line. I say I'm taking a slightly different line through there. No, I'm just being too early on the brakes through that section. So I like to get the car set up for the second part, but I need to be way more aggressive with the Mini. I just have not got to grips with the car as well as I wanted to, it would seem. Much better with it in the rain, apparently, for me, but there we go. Grumples ran a little bit wide back there. Oh, well, actually, you ended up using the curb to turn it. As Coffee and Ewan have fought, they have really slowed each other down this lap around. That's kind of positive for me. We've had a mighty quick lap that time. I think if I can figure it out... Oi! Just a bucking Bronco at that point. Yeah, if I can get it right, it's just been a super scruffy race. If those two really, really fight, there's a little chance for me here. But they have to really fight for me to be able to do anything. If they make any mistakes, we might be close enough for a surprise maneuver. But if I hadn't made so many mistakes, that could have been a possibility for me. Coffee's going to look to the outside. That's going to be a difficult place to carry speed, but I'm not going to be within range, I don't think. Oh, definitely not if I do that. No, I mean, I was giving it everything. It was just almost like a not desperation, but just try and throw everything at it to get my car within range, which we got closer than I thought we were going to, but it is not close enough. We fended off Grumples. Could have and should have been better. That basically sums up the finishing of that race. Now, that is the finishing order of the race. Impego would take victory from Gliska. Ninetails third, Brazen ended up in fourth. But we were a long, long way back. We move on to the second race. Unfortunately, this was supposed to be my soft tyre race. Things have not gone to plan in this one, really. Things have gone terribly for me. My soft tyre strategy has gone wrong. It's now pouring with rain. We are quite a long way down the grid. We have had a decent start. Danger Man has not. We are off and underway here. Yeah, we've got wet tyres, although we are at Silverstone. We are at the national layout, sorry, so there's a lot of slipstream potential here. The ballast, it's not the biggest effector that we have seen on these vehicles, but the slipstream is probably going to be, very, very significant here. Oh, someone, I think that might have been Coffee, struggles to get slowed down. There's going to be a lot of slipstream trains going on around here. Now, there's a lot of potential for chaos. There's a lot of potential for moving forward. I think it's just going to be a sort of 2 and 3 wide race for a lot of it. We will see what we can muster basically back here. Oh, there's a big twitch for somebody. Who is that? As Ninetails having a bad opening lap. Does get back on the circuit, but lost a heap of time. We're going to try and follow you. And I mean, the only plus point for my less than great race one is the fact that my car doesn't have any ballast. In fact, we have had a good start to this race. Oh, we are on the inside. I don't think Blakey realised we were alongside Stevie on that one when they went to sort of give a little bit of a squeeze, but yeah, kind of went to come across. Didn't realise there was a third car on the inside. I mean, me and Ewan have had a really, really good start to this. This is what we needed and what we wanted with our ballast-free cars. I mean, I was hoping to do it with the tyre benefit as well, but the rain has rather scuppered my plan. However, we are moving forward nicely. There is Blakey having a look. I forgot to change the messed up leaderboard, so ignore that. It is Brazen versus Gliska up at the front. Is then Shadow and Impega alongside. Ewan took a slightly different line there, but has now got back across. Still in front of me. Brazen is going to try and defend the inside. We are going to try and make it 3. Well, it's 3 by 3 at the end of the straight. We are almost alongside and past Ewan. There's a little bit of a sneaky pass I had to do on Ewan, but we made it work. Don't let the understeer get the better of you through here. Of course, our car is lighter than Impega's. We haven't got the ballast. We've come from a long, long way back. We've made a wonderful sort of climb through the field here, and we are now clear of Impega as we chase down Gliska towards turn number 1. There's going to be a little bit of an overlap, but I'm not going to go for it. It's a difficult place to get a pass to stick through there, and unfortunately I did actually just back out a small bit too much. The thing is, well, we've had a wonderful start in terms of working our way up through the pack. The pack is still all very much bunched together. Oh, get slowed down there. I was so focused on trying to pass Impega. We have to be careful running into the back of Gliska. Go on, yes, thank you, Shadow, for pulling out, because now I can hopefully get the slipstream from you. Shadow also doesn't have any ballast. So Shadow was 7th in the last race. Shadow was the highest placed car with no ballast. On the grid, we are going to get the vehicle stopped. We will run. Oh, Ewan's going to try and make that one work. Ewan's going to do to me what I did to them. Oh, and we get a bump from a Gliska. Danger Man sent it up the inside. I'm not particularly happy with that one, if I'm honest with you. We've got bumped around by everybody on that, and we got, yeah, so Ewan got a pass on us, and then we just got shuffled out wide, and everybody came through. That is a little bit annoying, but so that's the thing, with the cars are this close, it is not going to take much for that one to happen. Stevie gets it all crossed up through turn 1, I'm hoping. So Stevie has a little bit of ballast. I mean, it's not much, but it is enough. And we are now back through again. Brazen is busy fighting with Shadow as we head down towards the next section. And we're going to go to the inside of Impega and hopefully make this one work. Get on the power as soon as we can. And there we go. Brazen is doing a great job of holding on at the front here. Brazen doing a great job of slowing down Shadow. We will say we will. Don't really want to have to go too defensive down here, because we saw what Ewan did to me. If you end up really defensive, it's quite easy to sneak a car up the inside into this corner. Shadow has now cleared Brazen, although has now got, of course, Ewan and Danger Man for company. We are coming to join this battle. We lost a bit of time, but now we've sort of regained it. After all of that, Shadow is going to go side by side with Ewan. We're catching up to Brazen, who will move across and is going to fight Danger Man. It's almost 3 wide into turn 1. Danger Man backs out of it, although not quite enough. Danger Man backs out of it, but gives Ewan a bump. We've got a lot of momentum through there, as does Stevie behind. It's going to go where? She's got a train of minis down towards Maggots and Beckett's. We're trying to get alongside Shadow here. Danger Man has gone a bit deep through here. We get a push from Stevie. We might get 4 wide on the exit here. Come on, Stevie, let's go. Let's go, because we don't want to go behind Brazen, because Brazen's car's going to be the slowest in a straight line because it's the heaviest of all of us. It is 4 wide. Oh, God, we're to the outside of everybody. This is a dangerous manoeuvre. Danger Man's gone in very deep. Danger Man's chucked it a bit too hard through there. We're trying to go for a cutback. There's no space. Even though we're in minis, there is not a huge amount of space. Brazen gave a little nudge to a Danger Man that sent the Tesco value car off. Oh, we got a nudge as Danger Man was trying to regain all of that. It's absolute chaos. We always knew it was going to be chaos at this circuit, but it is absolutely glorious chaos. Brazen is still fighting away with Stevie down there. It is Ewan who leads the way. Of course, as soon as you get to the lead, you have no one to slipstream behind, so you just lose all of the speed. There's manner of touring car lines going on. Impega's coming back into the fight now. Where are we going to go? What can we do about this? Stevie's looking to the inside. He's going to struggle to pull anything off, I think. We are going for that tighter line. I mean, it's not necessarily the fastest line, but it might actually get us alongside Brazen. Alright, can we get some slipstream off one of the cars ahead? We can. We've got a good exit out of there. We pull clear of Impego. Impego's car is very heavy with ballast at the moment. Can we go around the outside of Stevie? Maybe. That was more ascend to get it around the outside of Brazen, if I'm honest, which has now worked. Brazen will want to look up the inside through here, which we're trying to do to the cars ahead. Brazen's going to try and get on that power. Oh, Stevie ran a little bit wide. We had to try and get back on the circuit because we were running wide, all while not taking out Brazen, and now it's 3 wide, and this is what Ewan wants to see. This is great news for Ewan, good news for us as well, because we are lighter than Brazen and Stevie. Into turn 1 we head once more. We cannot let Ewan get away at the front. What I want to see is Brazen and all them lot fight, and me and Ewan can run away and have our own little 2-car battle. 2-car battle for the lead. I would much prefer over this 6-car chaos, and Ewan's gone very deep. Ewan finally had the track to themselves and immediately fluffed it. That does, though, mean I have the track. I have the lead, and I'm sure I'm going to find a way to fluff this one up. Oh, the pressure. Don't want this, but there we go. Yeah, you lot fight. You lot fight. Let me enjoy. Although Ewan's got that. The slipstream, because this track, I mean, in real life, this track is well known for immensely powerful slipstream. You just get a big train of cars, and the Mini Miglias would do that. Come on, get stopped for this corner. We are going to have to defend for a lap here. If we can come from this far back on the grid, though, to even get a podium, I would be ecstatic. Especially considering, it's just a line of minis. There is a line of minis around this Silverstone circuit. We will go to the inside for turn 1. Ewan is going to send that. I'm going to have speed on the exit here, I hope. That was the goal anyway, over Ewan. Brazen has got a good run. Who is that behind? Stevie is behind me at the moment. I was a little bit too cautious into the first corner, I think, here. Oh! We got it on the curb. It got spat sideways. That might drop me out of podium spots. No, we tapped a curb and it killed me. Ah, that is devastating. I got it down one too many gears, which didn't help, but the curb just killed my car. I've had no problems all race. Oh, crap. Art was going for a cutback on the cars ahead, and I was trying to battle the cars I was alongside. Oh, for God's sake, this race. I'm very, very frustrated. Yeah, I know what Art was trying to do. Art was trying to cut underneath everybody, and the problem was we were having our own outbraking battle with each other. God damn it. That should have been a podium at least. But yeah, we hit the curb and it was screwed from then on. It'd been fine all race, which is why I wasn't worried. Why I wasn't thinking about it, and I took obviously a slightly different line to where I had before, and that was just enough to ruin my day. Awesome. Well, up until then, a very good fun race. We head into the final race, and I mean things have been pretty terrible for me so far. It is, of course, it is dry. We are a long way back in the field. We might be able to make some sort of gains here. We will have to wait and see if we can. We at least got a good start in this one. Ewan was slow away with a ballasted up car as well. So yeah, it's a very, very good start. I mean, we have no ballast. That is about the only good thing we have. I'm going to be careful into turn 1. Oh, we are 3 wide through there. Now, Homestead, there should be not quite as much slipstream as Silverstone, but there should still be chances for it. One plus point with these vehicles is the difference between the soft and medium tyres isn't as great as some cars. So, yep, our tyre strategy got a bit screwed in all of this, but it isn't the world's biggest of differences. Gliska's trying to go to the inside. I'm going to try and take a more normal line, although it's stacked up with so many cars currently that it is difficult. Oh, Shadow got tangled with Stevie there, and I am looking for some slipstream from the cars ahead to try and make the most of the opportunities that we have got here. we will get stopped down into the hairpin. I knew there was a car looking somewhere on the inside. I was a little bit wary about turning in. Now, I don't think Ninetales has any ballast on their car. I don't know what tyres they are on in this one. Danger Man is up ahead, is a little bit slow down the straight here. Can we do anything at the moment? Not really. See, I've got to be a little bit careful. In fact, the fact I've come from so far back, I'm already up in 6th. There's a hell of a first lap for me through here. We might be able to get to the inside of Blakey on the exit here, and we do. Now, Blakey has a little bit of ballast. It's not much. It's only the first stage, but we are alongside, and that'll move us up into 5th. That is one hell of an opening lap for a car on medium tyres. Danger Man also does have ballast. We are going to just send the Caterpillar car to the inside, and this looks like we might be able to get a 4th. I locked the brakes a little bit, and a second Danger Man made contact with the back of the car. Can't steer, but we are past, and we are up to 4th, but I think the cars ahead may be on softs. So it's Ninetales and Impega, and I'm not sure who is also in this group. It might be Grumples, actually, if I've remembered correctly. I think it is. In fact, Art has come with me from the back of the grid all the way through. So we've both had very, very good starts to this year. It is Grumples who is currently in 3rd. They are going to have their own little battles. Now, I've got to try and figure out... Actually, I am braking a little bit early at the moment. I'm slightly learning the track. It's not necessarily the worst thing in the world to brake a little bit early. The problem you get is if someone does brake a bit late behind you, it's very easy to get turned around. Now, you don't... Hart's got a good run, but you don't really want to overtake down here. That corner is barely an overtaking spot at the best of times. So yeah, you're going to have to be a little bit careful and be a little bit patient, really, in finding a way past. What gear do I want second? Probably coming off of there. Right. We are... I mean, we're a couple of seconds down on the lead group. If me and Art, I say, can be clever about this, we might be able to catch them. We might be able to work our way forward. I mean, they don't have ballast on their vehicles. I don't think any of them do. So, and some of them could well be on soft tyres. So we're going to need a lot of slipstream to help us. We've had a very good run through that first sector. In fact, so me, Art, and Rusky were the bottom 3 cars on the grid, and we have had one hell of a start to get ourselves all the way up here. All 3 of us have done well to make our way through the traffic here. Impega is trying to fight off Grumple. Ninetales has got that sort of second gap to the cars behind. I wish I could get close enough to get into the slipstream to join that battle a little bit. If they keep fighting like that, I might be able to. That is really the hope for me, is that, yeah, if they keep slowing each other down, we might be able to do something. Impega's car, I believe, has a bit of weight in it. So there's a hope there. Rusky's got clear of Art, although they may well end up kind of slipstreaming and be trading places with that. We got a bit bounced through there. Did Ninetales run a smidge wide, or was it just dirt from the inside of the course? I don't know. As we head through the final corner, I did not get my turning point right through there. That was all a little bit over the place. There's a massive gaggle of cars further back. Those are, I'm going to guess, the ballasted cars are having a bit of a tough time around this circuit. What can we do? Oh, no, I've turned it too soon again. Down there, too early on the brakes. Come on, we've got to be better than that. I mean, we're getting closer to being in this fight. We're getting closer to maybe getting some slipstream going on. But we are not quite there. I mean, at the moment, Rusky is still closer to us than we are to Impega and Grumples. However, they're back side by side again. I mean, this is the stuff that I actually want to see. The more they are side by side, the better the chances we are at catching. Now, the question is, will Rusky want to focus on going after a top 3, or is Rusky going to make us slow down? That is the question. And I don't know. I don't know yet. I would be tempted. It's a really difficult one, right? In that we clearly want, we want to be able to try and get a podium. The best chance for me and Rusky to do that is to not fight until, not fight until we know we can't get a podium. However, if you do that, it gives the car giving chase only one lap to try and find a way past. As much as you want to try and, go forward, you also, at the end of the day, want to get your best position for yourself. So, yeah, when do you attack? When do you not? I think Grumples and Impega may have slowed themselves down enough this lap that we are almost there, really. Rusky is almost there on our bumper too, as we leave the final corner. Still side by side in front. Ninetales has kind of got this, I think, with the being out on their own while we are all fighting for position. I think Ninetales has kind of got this one under control, barring anything weird. Impega has sent it to the inside, and now we are all together for second. It's about to get really busy here. Who is going to be able to make the most of it? When we've all now got slipstream on each other. Art is, right there with us here. Rusky has sent it to the inside, and I cannot use the line I want because Grumples is in the way. Art's got a good run off that corner as well. They got boxed in by Rusky a little bit. Yeah, so the line I wanted, I couldn't really use because there was a car in the way. We're going to have to defend down to the inside. Now, this is actually good news for Impega. Impega and Grumples, really, is that I can't focus on attacking them because I've got to deal with the cars behind me. It's just become a big mess, is basically what's happened. Art snuck past Rusky at that hairpin. We've all got big slipstream on Impega, who is, I think, the only car with any ballast here. So Impega gets clear, can kind of cling on with the slipstream. Oh, we got bounced around something horrible. Art with an opportunistic pass up the inside. Good move there. Nothing I could really have done at that point. We are all going for slightly alternating lines through that one. Come on. Okay, we're clear of Brazen anyway. This little group, I think, we've got far enough away that Brazen probably can't do anything. Ninetales has pulled even further away, of course, because we are now starting to really fight each other a lot here. That's not quite right through there. Art's going to have a sneaky look, but you're going to the problem with that look is you're going to really struggle into the next corner because you're all out of position. And if I can get a good run, which we do, we could be quite quick on the exit. They're still banging doors. They're still side by side. Who do we want to give a nudge to? Where do we want to put our car? A sensible place. If I'm lucky, what I can do is cut underneath both of them. Almost. Grumples gets a little bit sold out in that one. It's just so many minis in such a small piece of tarmac. Can we do anything about getting past Art down here? I'm not interested in going forward at the hairpin. I'm more interested in getting out of the hairpin well. In fact, I'm more interested in trying to get Impega, not let Impega get away, and have this be a 3-car battle for second rather than just me focusing on Art for that spot on the podium, because we have kind of gone with Impega this lap. Art is definitely right there. Art's a bit more confident through that corner than me. That's where I feel like I'm losing time. I just don't trust the Mini. Rusky's had a big moment through there. We're taking a slightly different... Oh, that was a bit too bigger a... It was a bit too big of a chunk on the inside, but I completely messed up going on the banking anyway. I haven't really gained anything doing that one. I just got a turning point all wrong. Alright, one more lap to go. Can we get on the podium here? It's going to entirely come down to... Art versus Impega. If they cost each other enough time, we may be able to sneak a maneuver in this one. They are battling away. Art's to second. Impega, though, is now going to have the slipstream, which worked to good effect against Grumples. Rusky is still trying to fight off Grumples down there. Now, if they cost each other too much time, Art with a late move across to the racing line, got it stopped. I mean, was clear of Impega, but probably gave a silver and black car a hell of a scare down there. Where is the opportunity going to come? This hairpin is a good overtaking spot, but I'm not close enough. It's going to be the exit of the hairpin. If I can get a very good exit, that would be helpful, but we're still not close enough. They're still just I'm not getting off that hairpin well, is the issue. My best bet is really going to come from mistakes for the cars ahead. I'm not confident in the Mini going through this corner. I've had issues with it all day. Yeah, and we continue to have issues with it on this final lap. We do get it stopped, at least. We keep it under control. Oh no, we got it upset on the curb through there. God, really struggled with that final sector. Rusky is alongside. Rusky, you also got it a little bit wrong. Couldn't get that final sector right. Could not get it sorted through there. We had a lot of pace at times, but just the confidence went in that final sector, and I just couldn't make the most of it, really. Ninetales would take victory, a convincing victory in that. Art would end up second. Well done. Me, Art, and Rusky all came from the back of the grid to second, fourth, and fifth. Which is remarkably good, all things considered. Gutted I couldn't get on the podium in that one. I just fluffed it in the final sector, pretty much. That's where it all went wrong. And Peggy did a good job holding on with that car. I mean, yeah, the Minis, great fun. Always excellent racing. It has been a day to forget for me in terms of results, although Homestead did a nice job of turning it round. Oh, it has definitely been something. So, on to the sort of mini championship leaderboard, if you would like, and it is Pega that would take victory by a single point from Ninetales. Incredibly close up at the top. Brazen not far behind either in third. There's a little bit of a gap back, but it all gets very, very close afterwards. Ewan would take fourth, and while on identical points to Stevie and Gliska, it would be sorted based on highest finishing position, which Ewan would get based on a round victory, ahead of Stevie and Gliska. With then Shadow ahead of Dangerman, and Blakey again tied on points. Dangerman just edging it based on the positions. Art would be 10th ahead of me. Grumples 12th ahead of Coffee, and Rusky had a lot of technical issues, but a good final race kept not so far away from the rest of the championship. I mean, as far as this goes, it did not go well for me. I'll be honest, it all pretty much fell apart. We had issues galore from a poor qualifying, poor round one. Round two was going well, and then threw it all away at the end. And round three did go a bit more to plan. Just lost too much ground early on. That being said, even though things fell apart for me on this one, the cars, great fun. Had some really good fun racing. I mean, it was very much like the Mini Miglias. It was frantic racing, especially at Silverstone. Part of the reason why I picked that circuit, it does become a bit of a slipstream train, but it makes it absolutely chaotic. A lot of fun this was to do, and I hope you've enjoyed watching us go racing with these vehicles. Of course, thank you very much to Brazen for building these vehicles. That is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching. And until next time, a goodbye.